What is up, guys? And today we'll be recording What If Naruto Was Overpowered slash God Part 3. And last we left off, Naruto was talking about how pure-hearted Madara and Itachi was. And they're like, yeah, we want to get stronger one day. So we can match your power one day. But you have to train us for a little while. And I And we knew he wasn't strong enough to take you out because you're a god. And Sasuke's like, yeah, that's my best friend for you. He's gonna decide to train me a little bit more. You can come if you want to. He said he'll train anybody. And they're like, all right. And Naruto's like, meet me up at outside the gates, or no, outside the gates. Not outside the gates. By the woods tomorrow. I'll create a space like an unbreakable tournament, a, 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 an unbreakable stadium, to where you can train. I can train so hard that you'll be strong. You know, and they're like, you create. He's like, yeah, I'm a god. I'm, I'm the god of Shinobi. Okay, the god of Shinobi. I can do anything. I can create. I can destroy. I can edit. I can stop time. I can do anything. Cause I'm the god of Shinobi. And they're like, okay, Naruto, and meet me at 6 and eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. Or no, just eat breakfast. And then if you get hungry, I'll give you some food once you're done training. And if you're thirsty, I'll give you something to drink too. And they're like, all right. A day passes. It's 6 o'clock. They wake up. Their alarm goes up. Beep, beep, beep. It's like time to wake up and eat. And they're like, oh, we need to cook fast. I was like, I know they woke up late. It's exactly 6 o'clock. And then they come about at 7 o'clock. And they're like, Sasuke, Madara, and Itachi are like, sorry, Naruto, we're late. We woke up at exactly 6 o'clock. And they're like, Naruto's like, no worries, no worries. Training comes slow anyways. We're going to be training very intensely. We're going to be training your ninjutsu, genjutsu, taijutsu, and dojutsu, which will be your Rinnegan, Internal Mangekyo, Mangekyo, and Sharingan. And then Madara was like, okay, can you train me first? He's like, no, I'll train on you at once. First, let's practice your genjutsu. Use your Internal Mangekyo. And they're like, okay. Now start training with it. Use Almighty Push. And wait. Never mind. Never mind. So start training each other with your Mangekyo and try putting each other in their Genjutsu. And he's like, okay. And this goes on for 2 months, and they mastered their Mangekyo. And let's just say the Mangekyo had Tamori's, cause why not? That makes it even stronger in my opinion. Like, it's my what if. I'm the god of this what if. Okay. And Sasuke unlocks his one Tamori. Madara has his 2 Tamori. Itachi has his 1 Tamori. And Naruto's like, you unlocked your Tamoris, huh? And they're like, yeah. Now let's practice on your taijutsu. And he's like, let's see what type of. So I know the Uchiha clans are famous for lightning style and fire style, but you, Itachi, you have lightning style, fire style, and I'm gonna just add a custom one in there. Let's just say, I'll say beast style, like from Demon Slayer, beast breathing, beast style. He's like, what is? And then Itachi's like, what's beast style? He's like, oh, that's very rare for people. Beast style is a type of jutsu where it lets you control a beast, summon beast, and you can combine with beast to make yourself stronger. And he's like, oh, me next. Madara said, and I was just like, You have lightning style, fire style. This is interesting. And nature style, which is basically Earth style. Well, I'll just call it nature style. A stronger version of Earth style. He's like, what is that? He's like, yours is even more rare than Itachi's. Nature style lets you control the nature around you. So you can control wood, like wood style, animals too, like beast style. You can trade anything in nature. You can use anything in nature. And you, Sasuke, my best friend, you're very special. You have lightning style, fire style, wood style, wind style, beast style, and Renegon style. Well, I'm gonna add that in there, a custom style. And and Sasuke's like, wait, what's Renegon style? And he's like, it's taijutsu where it has Rinnegan abilities, but it adds more to it. Like you can add on, Rinnegan style and Wind style together. That makes a Rinnegan Rasengan. Like you gotta say Winnegan, Windagon style Rasengan, and it's like 10 times stronger than the regular Rasengan. And so she's like, yes! I'm more powerful than Itachi and Madara! And Madara's like, yeah, but you'll never be a prodigy like me. So they're like, yo! And they start training their taijutsu, ninjutsu, dojutsu, and genjutsu. And this goes on 2 years. And they're like, so he's too strong. And he's like, yeah, I'm a god. Wait, hold on, I need to stop this for a minute. Sorry about that, my dad just came home. Where was I? And they was breathing hard. And he says, "Naruto." Breathing hard is like, here, there's some water for all of you. Though this is being silent right now because my dad does. I'm not trying to figure out my dad is like. My dad is like figuring out how much of a YouTube video right now. Sidetrack time. And Sasuke's like, he's not even tired. He just loves training to the point where he's not even tired. And he's like, well, I've done y'all training. I've liked y'all potential. Go be prodigy. Let's just say Naruto was in the academy, but he's already like he's free from the academy. Like he's a Genny, but it's not really. He's like above Kage. He's above High Kage level. And the Raikage figures this out, and he's like, we should have him. I could put him in the Genjutsu. And then the Raikage, let's just say he knew Flame Rising, and he always had kunai, what the Hokage's office was, and he spots Naruto. He's like the Genjutsu style wood. He's like Genjutsu style wood. And I don't know if you heard that. That's my dad going outside. And the Raikage is like, he's like, Raikage. Oh, have I missed you since ever my dad was seeing you? Because let's just say before Naruto was born, he was a spirit looking out for his dad. He was very powerful as a spirit. And he was like, dang it. How did it get just know where you forgot I'm a god? You forgot about that? You forgot that? And he's like, oh, you too, Killer B. You can come out. You're friendly. You're just stalking. Let's see. if he's nice, if I'm nice, I am. I'm just a god that's like to train people and get them stronger, but they never be on my level. And he's like, wait, you're a god? Killer Bee's like, hey, yo, you a god? Hey, yo. And Naruto's like, yeah, I'm the god of Shinobi, the strongest god of them all. And he's like, you sure about that? And I was just like, I am sure about that. I was spying on my dad as a spirit god before I was born. He was like, oh, okay. Hey, yo, can you train me in my 8 tails? Even though he's like, almost mastered the actual 8 tails cloak. And he's like, I was just like, I see you almost mastered the 8 tails cloak, huh? Even though your 8 tails wants to escape me and go to my body because I'm a powerful wielder, I'm a god, but he can't because I made him stay in his cage. But the 8 tails, he's been giving you chakra this whole time to try to impress me, and I'm impressed by his chakra. But 9 tails here, oh, he's my best friend. He stays in my head daily. I talk to him when I'm alone or when I'm sleeping. And then I wake up, go train some people. I've actually trained everyone in this village. I've even trained Tsunade. So everybody's in this village stronger. And they can protect themselves just in case if I'm gone. Or Tsunade's gone. And I trained the Ambu too. But I could kill Danzo. And Killer Bee is like, hey yo, you kill you he's stuttering because he's amazed he killed Danzo, the one who stole so many Sharingan for no reason and put him in his skin like a disgusting bug he is. Got sidetracked, sorry. And Tsunade's like, oh, you Naruto. He's like, oh, grandma. He's like, Tsunade's like, don't call me that. He's like, Naruto's like, I'll call you whatever I want. But for now, I'll still call you grandma until I can call you Tsunade. Tsunade's just dead looking at Naruto. He's like, oh, you're right, Kage. You tried to use Naruto, who's the one who's the strongest in the leaf, to use your advantage to make him a military weapon. Yeah, no genjutsu can work on him, and nobody has touched him once. Well, the only ones who've touched them are me, Jiraiya, Minato, Kushina, Obito, the one who tried to kidnap um him and Kushina. Those are the only ones who touched him. And I was just like, you have a point. But ever since I was 1, I started whooping butt. The villagers chased me because I had 9 tails. But me and 9 tails started connecting when I was just a little baby. And I wasn't even scared of this man. I just walked up to him and was like, hey. I was like, hey, you Karama. Give me some chakra so I can escape out of here. My chakra got locked up for some reason by Mike, the Otsutsuki guy, if y'all remember the last part. And Reagan, he's like, oh, Naruto. And Naruto's like, hey, Reagan! And they just start hugging. He's like, how have you been doing? Like, Reagan's like, nothing, just hanging out with the Otsutsukis. They're trying to do stuff for me. But I got you right here in the village. And let's just say Reagan joined the Leaf, but he doesn't even have to go through the exams because he's got trained by Naruto. And let's just say Naruto was like wanted to become a sensei for like the newer members. Like back that up. Time skip, but like what I just said, time skip like into Naruto, Boruto, Next Generations, but Boruto's not born now. This is gonna be weird. Himawari was born, but never got trained by Naruto, and Hinata still hooked up with Naruto. But when Reagan came back to the village, and all that happened, he's like, yeah, I've seen you. Yeah. They had a friendly reunion and all that. Now here's the thing, Naruto being the Hokage. Well, no. Back that up. Let's just say Kakashi was still Hokage, and also wanted to become a leader for a team. So he went to Kakashi's office. He's like, "Hey, yo, Kakashi, can I like be a team leader?" He said, "You know, I'm a god and all, and I'm stronger than you, even though blah blah blah." Kakashi's like, "Yeah, you can, Naruto." And Naruto get there just in time. He's like, and Konohama was like, "Oh, Naruto, you becoming a team leader?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to, so I can train some younglings here." And let's just say Naruto was more famous because in the Third Great Ninja War, he just bodied everyone. Like, he bodied the Sage of Six past the 10 jail. He bodied everyone. He bodied Obito. He didn't kill him, but he bodied him. He killed the Sage of Six Palace. Well, no. Yeah, he killed him. And Naruto was famous for that. And they're like, Naruto? The famous one who killed the Sage of Six Paths? The god? Ah, can I be on this team? He's like, and Konohama's like, oh, Team 8. Himawari, Sadara, and I'm trying to think. Let's just say Sadara had a brother, and his name was Ryan. And Ryan, you're like, yay, we can be on Naruto team! And everybody in the class is like, oh, they're lucky! And especially Naruto's daughter. Oh, and Naruto got lucky that Naruto chose to marry her and had a kid. Byakugan. And since he has the Sharingan, cause he basically, he's a god, so he has every DNA. And Himawari does too. And he trains her to have 25 Tomori Tenseigan, Gakugan, Rinnegan, 25 Tomori, Mangekyo Sharingan now, and 25 Tomori Sharingan. Now the internal Mangekyo. No. We're gonna say she develops it. He doesn't give it to her. She develops it. And Naruto's like, well, we're gonna do this build test. Here's 3 builds. If one of you each. Well, no, here's 1 bell. He has 1 bell. He's like, if one of you can steal this bell, 2 of y'all will go back to the academy. And Himawari was smart because trained by Naruto. And he's a god too. And so he trained her. He's like, and Naruto has admit speed. I'm talking so fast, it breaks the sound barrier. But it doesn't make a ringing sound. The sound barrier just gets broken. And Himawari does the same thing. He's like, Naruto's like, Himawari. And all Ryan and Sadara see is just a blur until Sadara uses her 6 Tomori Sharingan. She can keep up a little bit because Sasuke still had a child. No, let's just say Sasuke had a child with Ino. Yeah. And that made Sadara. And now you're wondering, like, that's supposed to be a combination of Sakura and Sasuke. Don't match this plot, okay? Naruto's still the main character. Don't get me wrong. Boruto's not boring because I don't like him for some reason. And this is my and by the way, this is my like custom Naruto. Let's just say this is Naruto to Himawari Next Generations, but this is my custom. this is custom. It's not gonna be nothing like the Naruto to Boruto Next Generation. And Hero Mario's like trying to keep up with Naruto, but Naruto just goes light speed and just bouncing around like boom 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 from tree to tree. And Sadara sees an opening. She's like, concentrate your chakra to your feet. Blitz off. And she blitzes off. And I was like, gotcha. He's like in the trees because that was a substitution jutsu. And Himawari didn't even know. And she's like, got it. And he's like, a substitution? And let's just say Reagan had like shadow possession jutsu and stuff. Like Shikamaru's child. I forgot his name. And he uses that and Naruto breaks out that easy. And they're like, how are we gonna get this? You're like, and they all gather up in the tree. They're like, teamwork. They say it in sync at the same time. And they're like, okay. And then Himawari says, so Reagan, you use your Tsutomori Rinnegan to distract him and make a distraction while Sadara. You use your Shikamaru Sharingan, no Shikamaru internal Mangekyo to try to distract him too, while I use my 25 Tomori Byakugan and try to hit his chakra points to get him low. And they're like, alright. And then they do that. And Naruto's like not even trying. He's like heavily suppressing too. Like this. Let's just say there's heavily suppressing and God suppressing. He's like suppressing his power to like God suppressing. He's like suppressing it so hard, and he's not even trying. And he let Supply work out. I was like, and Naruto's like, got the bills. And Naruto's like, good job. I wasn't even trying because I wanted it to work out. But all of y'all passed him. And they're like, how? And he said, it was about teamwork. And they go on A-rank missions because Naruto's beyond the S-rank ninja. So they go on A-rank missions. They complete about 50. Good amount of numbers. Until Kakashi assigns them one S-rank mission. Now let's just say there's above S ranks and there's above S rank ninja. And let's just say the S rank goes up to like S S S S S S S S S S S S S S. I don't know how many S's that was. That was probably 12 S's. And Naruto's beyond that. He's like 2 million S's. And well no, a goddess, like the biggest S you can ever see. And he's like, and I was like, okay, my team can handle that actually. I've trained them enough. Especially Himawari. And he's like, and Himawari's like, yep. And that's where I'll be leaving that off for What If Naruto Was OP Part 3. Actually, no, let's keep going. And so there's this one mission. Like, Naruto had, like, there were so many bugs, but they were actually powerful. They had magic. Let's just say magic. And, like, other stuff that existed to us that were chakra, like ki and that. But not like Dragon Ball ki. But, like, ki, like Dragon Ball ki, but Goku wasn't in this. And magic existed too, and they had magic. And they are very powerful. Naruto's like, let's just say Naruto had full counter. But it's like a chakra version. Where he gathers chakra, mixed into a chakra sword, and it's red because he uses Kurama chakra. But he can use this regular chakra, but he wants to do it anyway. And he's like full counter, and he deflects it and kills the bug. And they're like, wow. And he was like, Dad, can you teach me that one day? He's like, I'll teach you all that one day. It's like, and Mars like, yay! And Sadara and Ryan are like, yes! I can't believe we get to train with the legendary Naruto, even though even though he's above high Hokage level. He's a god. No wonder he could beat the Sage of Six Paths. And they complete that mission. And I was like, I had to do most of the work, but I trained him along the way. Cause I don't know how long the mission took. Cause I did this mission before with my team, Sasuke and Ina. And so, cause I was like, yep, those good old days. And that's why I'll be leaving that off. See ya. Bye.